Everyone has stress, whether it's crunch time for an assignment, an increase in financial obligation, or any traumatic event against you or a loved one. We begin to feel a state of mental or emotional strain from our demanding circumstances. Take Tim, for example. Tim is a university student with a paper due in a few hours, a presentation in a couple days, and long work hours. No, Tim, a nap would not be a good idea. As a result, Tim begins to feel the first step of the physical stress response. The physical effects of stress on our body vary depending on the level of stress you're experiencing and our individual biological system. Tim starts off by feeling some tension in his muscles, which is meant to protect us against injury and pain. Then he notices some effects on his cardiovascular system. His heart rate begins to pick up and he breathes a little heavier. At the same time, his blood vessels dilate to increase the amount of blood being pumped to different parts of the body. Other stress hormones which are being released tell your liver to produce more glucose, a blood sugar, which provides the energy to either fight or flight during the emergency. Thankfully, Tim is only experiencing the acute symptoms of stress. Under the chronic conditions, these physical responses can heighten, resulting in panic or asthma attacks, heart attack and stroke, and even diabetes. These are the negative results which medical professionals caution for and advise to reduce stress. Therefore, over time, the medical community has developed a negative stigma towards stress. But stress does not have to be our enemy. Come on, Tim, you're better than this. Rather than thinking of our physiological response to stress as harmful, we can view these effects as beneficial. For example, the dilation of his blood vessels and an increase in glucose can call his body to action to manage the long work hours. Or when Tim is breathing faster, he is pumping more oxygen to his brain, promoting rapid thinking to write his paper. Other tips to help manage and cope with your stress include social support. By calling or messaging a friend or family member, you can share your concerns and feelings with another person. Be sure that the person you are speaking to is someone who you trust and you feel will be able to understand and validate you. It is also important to take some time out and distract from the stress. Taking a couple of minutes a day to focus on a simple activity such as meditation or deep breathing exercises can develop the skill of being able to focus purposefully on a single activity, which can be applied to different areas of your life. Other studies also show that stress can be reduced through exercise, either going on a run or a short walk. It stands to reason that if your body feels better, then so does your mind. Exercise and other physical activity produces endorphins, chemicals in the brain which also act as natural painkillers and in turn tend to reduce stress. With a little more management and positive thinking, we can all turn our stress into a tool to benefit us. And as for Tim, someone should really wake him up.